Hey, folks. Welcome back, Open Pagan Church. All right, our topic today, we're going to be talking about the celebrations, the holidays in December. We're going to be talking about some of the different holidays that people all over the world celebrate in December. If you're interested, you want to chat with us a bit, stick around. We'll be right back after our sponsor. Hey, folks. All right. Our sponsor is a PS4 format Conan Exiles server called XN. Yep, XN server. They've redone their server, and here are the new stats, so pay attention. Almost official stats: 4x harvest and XP rates, zero.8 in your crafting and thrall conversion, official days and nights, admin, map runes, steel starter tools at Welcome Center, no gods allowed, LOL, random admin events, including raid bases and kill boxes, active admin, contact through PSN at Mystic Fae on Discord, and I'll let you read out that Discord address. Please be sure and check them out. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. All right, very good, very good. Well, let's bring in Discord. Hello, guys.
Hi, Discord.
Hello,
Hey, Discord.
Discord.
Hi, Discord. New name for Discord.
Discord?
Is that a new person?
Discord? Yeah.
Yeah.
It combines whoever's in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Discordia.
Discord.
There we go.
There we go. Yep.
Morning, Dawn.
Good morning. Looks like Lee's joining us over in chat this morning.
Oh, come on, Lee. Come join Discordia.
Well, Cindy has posted in the Discord a never expiring link for any who want to join. And just to name a few, I also put the link in the description of the page that we're going to be using. Also, Cindy found a link, and I'm pulling it in now. Cindy found a link of what the Mesopotamians followed, considering they're one of the oldest studied societies. Of course, anybody that doesn't think that there was people before Mesopotamia, they're out of their flippin' mind.
But when they talk about Mesopotamia, they talk about a government city.
Right.
Governmental city.
Right. I mean, there've been.
They had organized laws, organized religions, which made them unique.
Well, there were several actual religions in Mesopotamia.
Well, yeah, Mardu and
Yeah, there were. Damned if I'm going to remember them all.
Mardu was the main one.
Yeah. And, you know, the interesting part is that back then, and let's go, what, 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, right? Nice rounded numbers. There was no internet. There were no phones. There were no electricity. There were no electronics. Right.
It was internet, but it was used to catch a bird with.
Right. Your internet back then was your messaging doves or messaging birds that you had. It was called bird mail. You got messages from one village to the other with bird mail, for lack of a better term. So the interesting thing is, communities and societies all over the world celebrated holidays, Sabbaths, whatever you want to call them, in December more than any other month of the year. Even Samhain, believe it or not, there are more celebrations in December globally than any other month of the year. Any idea of why that is? I mean,
True.
I have an idea, but y'all go ahead.
Well, I take it historically because it was considered the end of the year. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, between December 21st and December 24th, depending on where you live on the equator, that was the end of the year. That was the shortest day of the year. It was the last day where, if you're talking about Wicca or witchcraft or whatever, the two kings battled it out. I can't remember their damn names. But astrologically speaking, and Mother Earth speaking, that was the shortest day of the year. Thereby, the day after was the birth of the sun. The rebirth of the sun. Wonder what that sounds familiar like. We just tell it like it is. It's the birth of the sun.
Right.
Rebirth of the sun. But, yeah, I mean, the Romans decided that January the 1st would be the new year because, it wouldn't confuse people. It was one more day that the Romans could flip the finger off at the original religions. Even though the Romans were pagan too.
Just like the Saturnarian.
The who?
Did I say it right?
Yep.
Okay. Their holiday on December 17th. You know about that one?
Where?
Saturn was an ancient Roman festival in honor of the god of Saturn, held December 17th on the Julian calendar. Later expand the festival through the 23rd of December.
I can see that. All right.
It's a frolic time.
Yeah. It was.
Party time.
It was the second greatest party next to Baka.
Yeah, it was first to 3 days and then to 7 days. The winter sowing.
The celebration of Baka was the throwdown party.
Yeah.
Like our Mardi Gras.
Right. Right. In Scotland, they celebrate Boxing Day.
Yep.
Now, and I'm probably going to massacre this pronunciation, but one of them talks about Saturnalia.
That's what I just said.
Oh, was that one you just said? Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a Roman holiday.
Got it. I'm all right. Nothing wrong with me. More coffee.
Yeah, more coffee. And then there's Kwanzaa.
Now that one I don't know. What is Kwanzaa supposed to be? African holiday?
Kwanzaa is African American.
Is that what it is? African American. I heard it, but it didn't.
Yeah, it came from Africa, I think. Let's
it's created by. It's celebrated December 26th to January 1st. And gift giving feast of festival called, oh Lord, I cannot say this. Karma. It's Karamu, and the next word YA. But not even trying to pronounce that.
Carmuya. So, what is it that makes? I mean, I've always liked the month of December, even way back before I started studying the pagan philosophies, and back when I was a kid. For some reason, I just seemed to always like December.
Because we knew Christmas was coming.
Yeah, well, I was trying not to be. I mean, I was always taught that December was about family, the gathering of the clans. We,
We knew Christmas was coming. A time for everybody to get together, eat a bunch of food, watch football on TV, and fights to break out.
yeah, now I never cared anything about football on TV. After all the gifts came out and all of that crap, and the adults were sitting around talking the stuff that the adults do.
We all went outside and played.
We all went outside and played. I generally went out and saddled up the horse and rode around for a bit.
TV and fights to break.
Sorry.
And what?
Nothing. I had to refresh my page. Nobody's talking.
Ah.
In the comment, making sure.
Yeah, nobody's
Here-
chatted anything.
Here's a good one. On all the festivals of everybody that we know or of religion, what's the earliest one in December?
Ha. You got me.
I don't know.
I do. The Catholic, Mexican Catholic one. Come on, Lester. It's the festival of Guadalupe.
Do I look Mexican to you?
No. It's the festival of Guadalupe. It starts on the 12th.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, do I look Catholic to you?
Yes, you do look Catholic to us,
You're
Lester.
Catholic to us, yes, you are.
But I ain't Mexican Catholic.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
what
a
difference does
too.
it make? Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
well, there
there's
is a difference. Yeah. Don't the Mexican Catholic follow the closest to the Roman Catholic?
Correct.
Yes, they do, but they have their own twist on things.
Doesn't everybody?
But it's all in the language. Well, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm sorry.
Hell, I don't speak good English.
Yeah,
No,
they
neither do
follow
I.
the Virgin Mary
Yes,
mostly. The Virgin
Santa
God.
Maria. You know, it's
Mhm. That was on Nets. She followed that a whole lot.
Well, so, well then of course you've got
that's where your Catholic witches come in.
well, that's Santeria.
Yep.
Now I have been told. I haven't had any time to really actually look it up, but I have been told that Santeria is not the same thing as Santera.
No, it's
Nope.
not.
Sarah is Italian Catholic. Santeria is Mexican Catholic.
Mhm.
Santeria is Mexican or Catholic voodoo.
Right, but its origination point.
Oh. Well, then of course the slaves that were brought over, they studied the Kwanzaa, which later become known as Santeria, which was voodoo, and they just simply incorporated the Catholic belief that they were taught when they were brought over to Louisiana. Lester,
Halamawal.
bless you. What language is that you speak in, bruh?
Actually Cuban, I think, but it's the it's a form of the voodoo religion, Palo.
Okay, all right. But all religions the world over, best my research, celebrates some type of celebration during the month of December.
Hmm.
Pretty much.
I think they do that because one, it's the coming of the end of the year, and with all, not just the pandemic time, but any time, it's been a whole year, and there's any troubles or anything to be thankful for. This is the time. This is the month that everybody can say thank you or help me for next year.
Yep. And there's also
I get.
one more thing that's more simplistic than that. All societies prior to the calendar, all societies followed the celestial calendar and the times of year where there were certain times of year for planting, there were certain times of year for harvest, there
There
were
were certain
certain
times
times.
of year that you stayed in the house and didn't get out
Right,
because you freeze to death.
right. So, I mean, back in the ancients, their celebrations were all tied to the comings and goings, the ebbs and flows of the weather patterns of the earth. So the ancients, in my opinion, in many ways, being a hell of a lot smarter than we are today, they knew what the planet was doing, and they knew that at certain times of the year were longer or shorter than the others.
Right.
Because their entire life was gauged around their ability to eat, to hunt, to grow, to cultivate, to cultivate and procreate.
Mm.
Appropriate.
Yeah, I mean that's the reason that most babies were born around spring and summer. Because what else you gonna do in the winter when there's 7 foot of snow outside? You're damn sure not gonna leave the cave, I can tell you that much.
You stay bundled up, and well, what happens happens.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So what can we learn from our ancestors about December? I mean, December has,
Winter's coming.
huh?
Winter's coming.
Winter's here. Yeah.
You never watched Game of Thrones, have you?
Yeah. No.
No.
Winter is coming. Yes.
Well, yeah. Um, the month of December has nothing to do with gifts, shopping, spending money, getting and receiving gifts. What is the true meaning behind all of the holidays in December?
Being with family, love, joy, forgiveness, thankful.
I mean, as pagan, we celebrate Yule. Oh,
Yes, the true meaning of Christmas time or Yule is hope.
yes,
Hope for a better year.
yes. Hope, hope. That's one thing a lot of people have trouble with in the year 2020 is hope. I say one damn thing about it, this year will absolutely go down in infamy.
Yeah, you got that right.
To go down, but we ain't gonna try to remember it. That's for sure. 50 years from now, we're just not even gonna mention it to the kids.
Right, right.
You was born in the winter of 2020. That was the worst year.
Well, they do say that the baby boom's going on right now because of the other 9, was it last
The
winter?
last 9 months.
Yep.
Yeah, um, I figure between now and spring that there's going to be a hell of a baby boom.
Yeah, unfortunately, that baby boom will probably not survive.
True.
I hate, I hate to say that, but with unless their parents had both had COVID before she got pregnant, the baby will be born with no immune system to it. So within the first year, it's probably going to get it.
Well, maybe not. I mean, I have to. I am a realist, and anybody that knows me knows I'm a realist. But at the same time, I have to keep hope that there will be a vaccine, and the vaccine will help slow the spread. I mean,
I don't know if y'all have ever watched or read Stephen King's The Stand, but it came out many, many years ago, and it's basically a plague that is released, and it kills off everybody except a few handfuls. So there's some similarities as to what's going on.
true, true. But we all know that where there are humans, there are going to be periodic pandemics.
Well, of course.
I mean, take a look at the bird flu, SARS. We could go on and on and on. I mean, hell, if we just looked at the pandemics of the 1900s, nobody really actually knows how many people those pandemics actually took out. And it's like the pandemic of 2020. Nobody really actually knows the sheer numbers that this damn thing is taken out.
Yeah, because they're the hospitals are actually claiming people that wife kills the husband and he died of COVID.
Well, I'm sure there are cases of that. But what about the cases that never make it to the hospital to begin with?
This is true.
Morning, Dave. So, in the month of December, and everybody's celebrations, like Lester said, we need to remember hope. You know, the month of December is essentially the last month of the year. Hopefully, after Yule, things will start getting better. But I have to believe in my heart of hearts that in my hope, myself and my family will be able to get out of the house and go to town without worrying about coming back dead or wiping out the entire generation, if you will. So, I'm going to kind of ask that whatever celebration you follow, whatever deity you follow, whatever religion you belong to, if any, that in this year especially, that you hang on to that hope, that you hang on to things are going to get better. Lee says, I learned that on or about the 21st of December, the longest night will be here, bringing forth longer days. The oak and the holly king battled it out. That's who it was, the oak and the holly king. Thank you, Lee. Stories, let's see. Come on, mouse, work. Stories are told and passed down from generation to generation. Damn it, I lost it. My eyes are jacking with me today.
Hang on.
We all reflect on what has happened, where improvements can be made, commitments, things will get better. And you know, you're absolutely right. Things are going to get better. Maybe not as much for some as for others, but I think as long as we
Hmm.
I think as long as we hang on to hope and the fact that things are going to get better, I think we'll be able to just kind of hang in there. Dave says, you know, I just don't worry about things I cannot change. I want to enjoy my time left. Well, there's not a time to worry about it. There is a time to be smart. And unfortunately, in society today, there's not a whole lot of smart people out there that give a shit about anybody else but themselves. And that's okay. Because if some of you are one of those that don't give a shit about anybody but themselves, well, sayonara, adios, bleh. Me? I care about other people. I care about the health and safety of society. I care about my brothers and sisters in the pagan and the non-pagan community. But this month of December in 2020, I am seeking to carry hope, a positive attitude, if at all possible. And when Yule comes around, and our enclosed family here our enclosed family here sit down to a meal, I'm going to give thanks to the health and safety of our family and send hope out to the others. Oh, I know you weren't, Dave. Dave says, I wasn't saying that in a non-caring way. No, I didn't say you were. Nor did I contemplate that you were. I was simply... Huh? Say what?
Back at you on that hope.
Yeah. You know, I was simply saying that we hear all day, every day of people that just don't care. You know? Those that go out without any kind of protection on. I'm not going to catch it. It's not real. It's fake. Oh, well, okay. Carry on with your badass.
I've had too many friends that have had it.
I've known too many people that have died from it.
Yep.
But, case come to point, the topic today was not of or on the pandemic, but you just really almost can't talk about a topic today, these days, at the time of this video here in December of 2020. When you're talking about Yule, when you're talking about Christmas, Hanukkah, all of the other holidays throughout the entire planet that are celebrated in the month of December, we need to keep the faith, we need to keep up the hope, we need to keep on keeping on, so to speak. I mean, people my age, and Cindy and Lester and several others, Lee and Dave, we're going to remember the AIDS pandemic, the HIV pandemic.
Oh, Lord.
That took out hundreds of thousands of people. And I remember back in the day when they were talking about that the only people, sex was the only thing that spread HIV. It was not the only thing that spread HIV. And we face the same in 2020 with this pandemic. Ouch.
Sorry.
Uh-huh. But out of all of the celebrations in December, I think it's good for us to know that that is the one time of year that all societies the world over are in celebration mode. And the interesting part, has anyone, and I really wanted to kind of cover this one because I thought it was kind of funny. Has anybody noticed how many people actually start to get very angry this time of year?
Yes.
I mean, people that are normally calm, cool, and collected turn into Till of the freaking Hun
Mm-hmm.
in the month of December.
Because of the holiday stress. Because everybody lets the commercialized part of it affect them.
They're not having much luck with that this year, are they?
Nope.
A lot of them aren't, anyway. Yeah, I was hoping to get a little more input on the holidays of December. I've always found December to be quite nice, really.
The one I like, I guess, is the Jewish one,
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. It's interesting.
It is. Hanukkah's very interesting.
I mean, they start on December 10th, and it goes to the 18th. And each night, the children get presents. Just the children. In tradition, it was just the children. And it started in 200 BC. That's when they started. That's what, as far as it goes back as they can figure. The land of Israel.
Right. And, you know, I have to agree with Dave. He says, I love this time of year, but I do not like the man-made commercialization. Yeah, I'm right there with you. But companies and stores are always going to commercialize because that's what they do.
Yep.
You know, I know, you know, he says I could care less about getting any presents. Yeah, I agree. I mean, hey, I'll be the first one to admit, when I was a kid and didn't know any better, I'd be like, oh, what's under the tree? There was always something. Mother always made sure there was something. A lot of our gifts were handmade when I was a kid. We would make something for each other, put our love and our energy into it. But I think we all need to remember that throughout the month of December, especially this year, maybe we need to light a candle, say a prayer, run a cast, do whatever you do for the blessings of society the world over. Not just me, not just you, not just my family and your family, but the global society as a whole. And remember that your holiday is not the only holiday that other people celebrate. Really. I mean, Yule's not the only holiday celebrated. Christmas isn't the only holiday celebrated. They happen to be the two biggest holidays that are talked about in America, for sure. Hanukkah is talked about a lot. I find it interesting, and I thought it was kind of cool when I was looking up the holidays, the global holidays of the year, December, that Yule was almost always mentioned at the bottom. Almost every page I looked at, Yule was mentioned at the bottom. I found that rather bothersome. Lee says a lot of the time our gifts were fruits and candles in the stockings. It still reflected the harvest. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, this is a funny one.
What's
You
up?
ready for this?
Yeah.
Satanism.
What?
Satan celebrates Yule.
Yeah.
They have not a father Yule. It's Satan dressed up as Santa Claus.
And I find that funny considering that Satanism is a Christian core religion.
Yep, they're atheist based.
No, no.
No.
Satanism has nothing to do with atheism. Nothing. Atheism believes in nothing. Atheism believes that when you die, you're done, you're gone, that's it. There's no afterlife, there's no God, there's no goddess, there's nothing, there's just you, only you, and when you die, that's done, that's it. That's atheism. Satanism is a throwback or a throw-off, and it actually comes from the anti-Christian movement.
Well, this one is the Church of Radical Asian Satanism. I was looking up a different view. I know there's all kinds of them out there.
Hey, whatever floats their boat.
I was just looking up this, put in Satanism for Yule, and it's like, okay, weird thought.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of some Satanists that consider themselves pagan, and I'm like, that's a contradiction of terms, because Satan is a Satanism is a monotheistic belief system. They believe in one God, only one God, and that's Satan.
Yeah,
Dave, you're incorrect, sir. That is atheism that believes there's only worms after death. Satanists actually believe when you die, you go to the underworld back to your father Satan. You can look that up. Lee, that's a damn good, interesting question. Lee says, where do the vampire guys fall into? I don't know. Anybody want to look that up?
I'm doing it. There's tons of weird things up there. Ha! I'll be damned. They do Yule too.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Dave says vampires just find another body. Vampires don't traverse bodies. A little research will show you that one. Here we go.
Oh, they do the Santeria?
Santeria.
No, Santer.
Santera?
Saturnalia. Remember the one you had trouble pronouncing?
Yeah.
Lester.
Saturnalia.
Saturnalia, yeah. because they do that. Santanera. It's just like Yule. It's the darkest time of the year, which they like dark. They would have the children of theirs escorted from house to house with gifts of cloves, spiked apples, oranges, which laid in baskets of evergreen broth with wheat stalks dusted with flour. Interesting.
Hmm.
And this is from the Ultimate Vampire Resource and Directory.
Yeah, I just copied and pasted a link that talks about the Satanist beliefs of life and death.
Yep.
So, I mean, when we think about it, the nice thing that I like about the internet nowadays, as long as you don't take the very first page that pops up in front of you, you got to read through a few of them to actually make some sense of it. But you can actually do some pretty good research. And yeah, Lee, I mean, that is interesting. And of course, and the interesting thing of it is, Cindy, I don't know if you remember one of the conversations we had at Rick and Patrick's shop in Louisiana when the vampiric group was there. That was one of the questions I wanted to ask them, and I never got around to it.
I remember them guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
They were actually kind of cool if you think about it. They were a little creepy,
They
but
gave me the heebie-jeebies. I ran to you and said, "Up, I want a shield."
no, I thought they were actually kind of cool. I mean,
I was still new at
you
it,
know.
though. But
But I mean, at the end of the day, irregardless of what religion you're looking into, right? Irregardless of what religion you're looking into and what holidays each religion practices in December, it's an interesting study. But then I've always thought religion was an interesting study myself, you know. I think I think one of the biggest problems we run into in society, just like society always has, all the way back before Mesopotamia, is people are too busy listening to everyone else instead of learning for themselves. That's the reason I've always told people, just because I tell you something, you don't have to take me at face value. Shit, go look it up.
mm-hmm.
If you can prove to me I'm wrong, hey, I will have learned something. Because I promise you, I spend a whole lot of time when I'm not doing anything these days looking shit up. Well, there you go.
Yup. Internet could be a world of knowledge, but until you put the knowledge and wisdom together, you're okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, you need to put it together. You need to be smart about the things that you're studying, and don't listen to innuendo and hearsay and bullshit. If somebody feeds me a line of shit, I like to go look it up and see. But I'll sometimes research 4, 5, 6, 7 pages and put them all together because everybody's going to put their own twist in it. And I recommend you guys do the same thing for the celebrations and the holidays in December. Yeah, we all may learn something. Well, folks, I'm going to give you back your Sunday. It was kind of a short topic, but it was fun nonetheless.
And good, thanks.
Yeah, hey, I look forward to further comments on this topic, and you guys feel free to post your links of things that you find for others to read, because there are a lot of people that watch our pre-recorded broadcast on our archive channels, and maybe they would like to put in a little bit. Yeah, springtime will be here before you know it. Well, hey guys, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your month of December. Well, we'll see you next time here on Open Pagan Church.